Welcome to Embracing the Second Trimester, weeks 18 to 22. This is our second 60-minute prenatal yoga class of the program, and you'll need your regular props, so bolster, a blanket, and 2 blocks for your practice today. And we are transitioning, so we're in the middle portion of our second trimester. Lots of interesting things happening in the body. So belly's expanding rapidly. You might be feeling little flutters and kicks. So we're going to connect to all those powerful transitions in our practice today. So grab your bolster, place it on top of your blanket to get some extra support. Find a comfortable seated position on top of it. And you can choose whether to have your palms up to receive or palms down to ground. We're going to go ahead and get started. So, setting the intention for your practice today by simply grounding, tuning within, allowing the head to hang heavy and the eyes to close. And then just simply ask yourself, what am I seeking today? Do I need to connect to my breath? Do I need to focus more on releasing and letting go of the changes that are happening within my body? Or is my intention to simply be full of love? And you can place your hands on your belly, connecting to your baby, and bringing that intention to you both as you carry yourself and this new life inside of you throughout your practice today. All right. Let's go ahead and release the hands down. Get a little bit of wiggles in the upper body before we drop into our breath work for the class today. We're going to be doing the breathing exercise square breath, so a 4-breath count. And we're going to go ahead and begin inhaling 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and keep moving with your breath, finding a rhythm in which it flows for you. Find the balance, find the control. And just allow your breath to become your guide. This count helps us keep a breath cycle, a momentum going, very stabilizing. And knowing you can move with this breath at your own pace. So if your counts are a little slower than what I am guiding, follow those. What we don't want to do is have a fast-paced count of this breath, because this breath is meant to release any anxiety or anxious feelings inside the body by establishing a rhythm. A rhythm that your body can drop into organically, especially after your practice. And during it as well. We're still going with the square breath. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, and 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reciting these counts almost as if it's a mantra, right? Silently within. Few more breaths here. All right. And we're going to go ahead and move into our opening movements. So getting into the upper body first. Getting any little subtle wiggles out. After breath work, we just want to kind of move that around. So I really like to lean my head back, create a lot of space along my throat chakra, since there was a lot of energy I was just circulating there, right? And we're going to go ahead and go into a wide leg straddle to begin. And what we're going to start out with is some spinal circles. So just rolling the spine. So you're inhaling, pulling the chest forward, exhaling, and then rounding the spine, pulling the shoulder blades apart. So it's almost like you're hinging the back of the spine, and we're doing 5 times to the right. Inhaling, pushing forward, and then we're going to rotate, exhale, and switch opposite directions. Move with your breath. Inhaling, chest forward, exhaling, rounding of the spine, almost like a cat and cow motion, but your spine is extended up straight. Very good. On an inhale, we're going to reach the arms up and we're going to pull the left foot in and the right foot to meet it. We're going to do some open twists, so keeping the abdomen and the space in the pelvis open. Inhaling, right arm up, and then exhaling and turning to the left. So right hand comes on the outside of the left knee, left arm swings back behind the spine, possibly grabs the outside of the right thigh. Remember your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nasal passage. Inhale, lift both arms up, and we're going to rotate right into the second side. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee, and right arm swings back behind the spine, grabbing the outside of the left thigh to the best of your ability. Maybe when you practice this pose at week 18, you may find your body's a little stiff. Possibly by week 22, you may see that you've created some space and that you can twist a little openly, even deeper into the body. Very good. On an inhale, raising the arms all the way up. And then we're going to get into the back of the shoulders. So cactusing the arms, creating a little bit of space here. So shoulder blades are actually coming together, pushing into the back of the spine and opening up the heart space. So we're just going to get some movements of inhaling, reaching arms up. Exhaling, cactusing the arms down. So keep this momentum going. And then taking the hands and interlacing the fingers behind the back of the head. We're going to get a little side body stretch in here. So leaning over to the right, shifting, leaning over to the left. Inhaling and coming back to center, reaching the arms back up. Exhale, release them down. We're going to come into eagle arms. Left arm comes under your right, crisscrossing at the elbows, and bringing hands together to touch to the best of your ability, and then pulling the elbows down, so opening up the shoulders. Inhale, unwrapping the arms, reaching the arms all the way up, shifting right into the second side. So right elbow comes underneath the left arm, crisscross, bend the elbows, and do to the best of your ability, bringing palms together to touch, pulling the elbows down. Breathe here. Exhale, release, reaching the arms up. And then we're going to go ahead and shift. So we're going to move into some inner groin stretches. You can place the palms down on the knees and then just apply your upper body weight down on top of the knees and lean forward. Breathing here. And then we're going to set up for Malasana, a little yogi squat. So bringing soles of the feet down on top of the mat. Elbow to knee on both sides. Hands are at your heart. Your hips are at the edge of your bolster, still providing that support for you. And breathe here. This is getting deep into the hips. If you want to get a little bit deeper into the right side, you can tuck the right knee behind the right shoulder, reaching the left arm up and over, getting a nice full expansion along the front side of the body. And then as we exhale, we come back to center and go right into the second side. So tucking that left shoulder in front of the left knee, reaching the right arm up and over. Nice full body extension here, and breathe. Very good. Coming back to center. And we're going to go ahead and shift off of our bolster. So placing that off to the side, we're going to be coming into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together to touch. And if you feel you need to wiggle the knees out a little bit, you can rock them. So lifting one up, kind of making a little butterfly motion just to kind of open up the hips a little more. And then when you're ready, stabilize the posture. Inhaling, gazing up. Breathing here. Pulling your chest forward by turning the soles of your feet up with your thumbs. All right, go ahead and rock from side to side, readjusting your sit bones. You can release that Baddha Konasana posture. And we're just going to get into some wrist exercises. So rolling the wrist 5 times in and 5 times out. Interlacing fingers together, rolling the wrists together, palms are touching. In every which way direction, leaning, and on an inhale, reaching palms facing out. Rotating and shifting. And even getting a little bit of wrist shaking. Turning fingers down, fingers up. Lots of movement in the hands because we do spend quite a bit of time on them. And we have a little bit of weight difference. So we're going to be honoring that, making sure we're preventing any sort of cramping up. And then we're just going to do some neck stretches. So fingertips are down on the mat. We're going to lean the head over to the left. So just drop the ear to the left shoulder. Reaching the left hand on top of the head. And then reaching the right arm out. Very little pressure for your hand to your head. You don't need that much to get deep into the stretch. Releasing the left hand down. And dropping the right ear over to the right shoulder. Right hand is going to come up on top of the head. Light pressure here. Reaching the left arm out straight. So you're getting a wrist to neck stretch here. Exhaling and releasing. Dropping chin to chest, letting the head hang heavy. And then we're going to interlace the hands on the back of the neck and just let the elbows drop and breathing here. On an inhale, lifting the chest up, releasing that hold on the back of your neck, and then just tilting your head back, opening up that throat chakra. You can grab your bolster for a little bit of support. Opening up that chest, creating a lot of space for the heart. And then inhaling and coming back to center. All right, let's go ahead and get that lower body moving. So you're gonna go ahead and lay your blanket down on top of your mat. We want to provide a little bit of extra cushion for the posture we're about to come into. You're gonna align your knees underneath your hips, and you're going to reach your hands palms down out further to the top of your mat. Then you're going to do your best to bring your chest to your mat, but if you need a little assistance, grab a block, place your chest on top of it, let your chin hang over. This is puppy pose. And we're going to be in this posture for about 5 to 6 breaths. Keeping the hips elevated. Entire upper body is extending down. Letting the belly and the baby just hang out. Very good. On an inhale, walking the hands back very mindfully, lining the knees underneath the hips. Can provide, or actually moving the blanket down if you need to. Oh yes, we're going into plank pose. I forgot about that. Plank pose. So tucking the toes, lifting the hips up. Here we go. We're holding here. Few breaths, and then we're going to drop the knees down if you need a modification for the pose. So just building the strength up is important in the practice. We're going to go ahead and shift over into side plank, so supported because our left foot is still down on the mat. So we're just rolling over onto the right wrist. Exhaling, coming back to center, and then rotating right into the left side. Very good. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the right knee down. This is a modified version of a supported plank. So if this is way more accessible for you, feel free to do this posture. And you're also getting the sensation of opening up the heart space. So it feels like a little mini wild thing. Dropping the left knee down, opening up the hips, and coming into child's pose. Remember, child's pose is a resting posture. You can visit it at any time in your practice. On an inhale, let's go ahead and come back on top of the knees. And right back into that puppy pose position. Chest is down, arms are extended out to the best of your ability. If you need a little bit of extra support, bolster or block, we'll provide that for you. On an inhale, making your way back to that tabletop position, we're going to be setting up for the plank on the second side. So tucking those toes, lifting the hips up, plank pose, holding here. Going over into the right side. Shifting the hips over, and then we're going to play with some variations. So maybe bringing the left foot on top of the right leg. Oh, I remember that. And I left that in here just to show you guys that it's safe to fall. It's good to play in your practice. It's not always going to be smooth and perfect. So give it a try. If you fall out of the pose, try again. And then going right into the left side. So left palm is down, shoulders are stacked. Aligning your body to where you feel safe and comfortable, and then bringing that right foot on top of your left leg, close to the inner thigh. Very good. Releasing, dropping the knees down. And then going into that supported plank, also known as gateway pose. So your left knee is down, you're shifting and lifting your hips up. This is really allowing a lot of open body along the front side. So opening up the heart, the lungs, moving the rib cage apart. Lots of great expansion in this posture. And then releasing the palms down. Separating the knees, sitting the hips back for that lovely child's pose.